We're at Lake Pukaki right now, and the weather is beautiful and the lake is unreal.
Quite literally 2 minutes away from Lake Pukaki is the salmon farm. So are we going to try some salmon right now?
Of course. After stopping over at the salmon farm, it took us about an hour to drive to Mount Cook Alpine Village. The scenery is so beautiful here, and we could see mountains in every direction. The weather is getting quite windy, and it has started to rain, so we decided to grab a cup of coffee and perhaps some lunch before embarking on the Hooker Valley tramping track. We have probably picked the worst time to embark on this 5 km walk, as the wind in the mountain valley has picked up and the rain has become more than a light drizzle. But since we only get to spend one day here, we wanted to brave the storm and continue.
Despite the weather being terrible, we tried to persevere and carry on the track as far as we could go. The further we got, the more windy and rainy it became, but we managed to take plenty of photos as the scenery was so beautiful and picturesque on every corner. By the time we got to the second bridge, the weather had got to a point where we didn't want to continue, so we turned around. So we didn't make it all the way to Hooker Lake. It was very windy, very rainy, and about halfway there I realized that I already have a wife, so what's the point?
What? What? Oh my god! This is day 3. We're kicking off our road trip with a small stop for coffee. We're on our way to Queenstown, and hopefully Queenstown's weather can clear up a little bit. Otherwise, we could just cozy in our nice Lakeview suite tonight.
Shopping take 2 before we get to the next Airbnb in Queenstown. Just for 3, we arrived at our Airbnb in Queenstown. There's Jen looking very happy. Bedroom here. And the cool bit is, if we turn around now, look at the view.
So, we've cozying up in our apartment. We're sitting right in front of the living room window, enjoying the view.
It feels a bit more like autumn, but after we finish these, we're gonna hopefully get an Uber to take us into town and seek out Ferg Burger to finally try this legendary burger joint. It's odd because now having come to New Zealand and I've been all the way to Hobbiton, I felt that was my pilgrimage, but in actual fact, now I've learned of the existence of Ferg Burger, I believe that that is the real goal of New Zealand.
It took us 30 minutes to get our burgers, and we couldn't wait to tuck right in. It was really cold outside, only 9 degrees, and we were lucky to have found a floating bar nearby for shelter and beer. And they also allowed BYO food.
Jen is food comaing, but well, still chilling on the boat with our 2 drinks. We're gonna get picked up bright and early, 9:30 for our full day wine tour.
So we're gonna start drinking at 9:30. Wine will be our breakfast. As a part of the Appalachian Gourmet Food and Wine Tour, we visited 4 premium vineyards. Our first stop was Gibson Valley, and we did the tasting in a wine cave. It was really cool to learn about wine production and see them stored in massive oak barrels. Next, we visited Domain Road, where the tasting room had an expansive panoramic view of the vineyard. Yeah, so we just finished tasting at Domain Road, and we tasted 3 different types of Domain Road Pinot Noir. Our favorite is the 2016 Pinot Noir.
I wasn't sure if Jen was more fond of the wine or the cheese because she almost finished the whole cheese board. Today we're back in the car and we are off to Glen Orchy, which is one of the sets used for Lord of the Rings. Okay, so we just took a quick pit stop because we found a really picturesque point and we want to check it out. So we had a very picturesque drive down to Glen Orchy, which is where we currently are. So having a stopover, just checking out the sights. And so we're gonna head down to the wharf and then grab a coffee and then see what we want to do for the rest of the day.